Hi, welcome to this video. I want to take a couple minutes to talk about the issue of knowing, okay, when you're kind of good to go. Knowing when you've kind of gone over that hump, so to speak, when it comes to overcoming behavioral issues and problems. And again, this is the whole issue of, of being able to be dialed in, to be able to gain information, insight, okay, by way of, influence, okay, being an active agent, how your dog, okay, responds to specific interactions when they're lining up properly. This is why, again, I talk about, even getting a dog on a leash and, the expectation, which is reasonable, of your dog right beside you as you're guiding your dog into, say, the sit position, okay, as you're asserting some influence onto your dog and paying attention, how desperately your dog is trying to get out in front, how challenging they're getting, putting out challenge with you and bringing them under a level of control, okay? So versus, okay, a dog looking, okay, and this is the thing that's very deceptive and gets people into trouble all the time. And again, I talk about the parenting example. It's a good example of, if you just consider how, a very selfish child can look great, okay, most of the day until they're not, until you put a demand on them to take the garbage out or clean up their room. Think about that. Invoking parental influence. So it's the same type of thing where, revelation, the truth, okay, is revealed, or why it's not revealed, okay, by way of how you're connecting, how you're interacting with your parenting style, so to speak. So again, understand that matters. So again, all to say that this leads into this whole issue about when are you good to go? When can you kind of know that, okay, I can start to kind of relax the method, okay? And again, this goes into, just how much control your dog had at the very beginning. How long you need to kind of extend that out with making sure you're interacting in the way that I show. But here's the thing, is this defaults into this whole thing about life. Understand that, people try to make a separation between, well, Dale's method over on this side, we'll do, our thing over on this side with petting all over my dog and emotionalizing, and it'll sort itself out somehow. Well, that's just not the reality. Dogs are amazing that way. They know whether or not you're actually changing. They know the real deal. I call dogs the greatest human lie detectors on the planet, because you can tell me whatever, but they know. Okay, nature works that way. They're operating on a different type of frequency, how they're connecting with us at that level. So really important to start to consider that it's about changing your parenting style. Okay, it's like a life change. So when you see me interacting with dogs, I'm doing the same thing all the time, because I just know that it's the healthy way. It's the way in which you're going to truly establish and maintain a good relationship, which is what people want, versus going the other way and then wondering, okay, I'm trying to sort this out. It seems like the dog's pretty good, except, and think about that statement. Pretty good part is the deceptive nature of a dog gaining control. It's like a selfish child looks pretty good. The accept part is the truth. Okay, what's revealed through certain interactions, certain environments, certain ways the dog is expressing control. So you have to line it up. So again, understand that it's both a picture problem, it's a relationship issue overall. It's this whole thing about when can you begin to relax. But what does that even mean? Relax to what? Relax to going into the wrong parenting style again? I mean, think about those statements, right? This is something you have to consider. You have to consider dogs are social animals. Okay, leadership is key. How you're interacting is key. So those are things, again, if you want help sorting through it, needing to get on the right path, to talk about it, to understand that this can be very challenging for a lot of people, there's options. Okay, this is where the distance option, I'd encourage you to check that out, where you can have a conversation with me no matter where you live. Training, one-on-one training, very helpful. So there's all those, those options are there. So my encouragement to people is, if you're trying to get a sense of it, you're trying to sort through it. I know it can be very challenging, especially, even when people have the first session. Usually it takes 2 or 3 for the light bulb moments to start to happen. So because it is about the owner changing. The dogs, I barely look at the dog. Okay, I'm looking right at the person. I know exactly where the issues are coming from, and that's not meant to be a critical statement at all, but it's just like your parenting style. It's really important. So this is all about bringing people into a better relationship, but kind of like a reality check. So again, my encouragement is check out the information I put out. It's very specific. That's the good news about this system of training. There's no barriers, there's no roadblocks to change. It's an interaction-based approach. It's not a counterfeit picture what's being created here. It's about real change, and so that's the good news. So can it be challenging a little bit to people? Absolutely, but it's a good type of challenge. Okay, so because you're gonna have a better relationship, it's gonna build your confidence, and you're gonna be able to really enjoy your dog, and that's ultimately what it's about. Thanks for watching.